season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Quick throw completed by Watson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. Here we go. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 41, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And they're going to work this down. 32-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Browns.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
What's your say? 11, 12, 12, 12.
On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 6-0 our score after one. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. From the 17, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 1, ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
I'm wondering.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable now for Allen. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Watson off play action. Eluding him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get
11,
going.
11, 11.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Burrow looking to pass. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This is caught. Touchdown. David Njoku from 19 yards away. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. York on now for the extra point. So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice it.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Steps away to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
11, MT, Tate. 12. 11, Thomas. 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
11.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the 41,
Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here
this
we go.
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11 Thomas. 11, 11. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
11 MT paint.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11 MT paint. 12, 12, 12.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
11.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Bengals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. 21 yards there on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The give to the fullback on the dive. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On 2nd and 9, Watson. That one is caught by Hunt.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Watson now to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career. And that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
11, Thomas.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
11, MT, 12, 12, 12. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
11, MT, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, 11, MT.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing now, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think